ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Hobey Baker Award winner, Cale Makar. Cale, come on up.
Coming up, Cale. You want to say a few words?
Yeah, that'd be great. Everybody will be happy to know that I'm staying hydrated tonight, first off. So I got that going for me. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Well, Tom Hauser told my parents that my speech had to be way longer than it was at the awards ceremony in Buffalo. So I'm going to call this my Hobey Baker's director's cut speech, and I'll do my best to try and talk slower, so worst case he thinks it's longer. Before I start, I sincerely want to thank the Hobey Baker Memorial Award Foundation for hosting me and my parents at this amazing event tonight. Thank you to everyone for supporting this event and for your attendance as well. Thanks so much. I'd be lying if I said my last couple months have been typical, so I thought it'd be fun to share a short highlight package that I'm not too sure too many players will be able to say. That they won their NCAA regionals, then won the Frozen Four semis the next week, won the Hobey Baker on Friday, unfortunately lost to an amazing Minnesota Duluth team on Saturday, and then hours later I signed my first NHL contract surrounded by my teammates. For me, that was pretty cool, getting to take a picture, and that'll be something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. Then being asked to join the Colorado Avalanche the next day, so the next morning drove back to Canada, through immigration to go back to the US to fly to Denver. At the Buffalo airport I was told that my flight was delayed by about 3 hours, so I'd missed my connector, and so we had to call the people in Denver, and they were able to reroute me to Toronto, and that was a pretty whirlwind. But to have my parents meet me there in the pouring rain, thoroughly enjoying them not arguing at all about the directions to the Toronto airport, and having me as a backseat driver as well. But then having the Avs put me up in a great hotel and renting me a car, just kind of a big whirlwind for me. Being told that I was in the lineup that Monday morning for Monday night game 3 of the Flames series, and then having the Avalanche call my parents pretty much at 10:30 a.m. after they just got back to Calgary from Toronto, telling them that they were going to fly to Denver pretty much that morning. So I'm sure they were thrilled with that. And then seeing my mom bawl on the Jumbotron when I scored my first goal. That was pretty funny. Thanks for embarrassing me, Mom. What was worse than that, though, after the game, I went to join all the other players and families in the family room, and I get there and I see my dad posing for a picture with Nathan McKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog. And so it couldn't wait. It was a tough moment for me. And then going on to winning our first playoff series against my hometown, my favorite team, the Calgary Flames. Really weird feeling. Then getting to move in with a great teammate, Matt Calvert. That was just incredible to be able to stay with him throughout the playoffs. And then playing the San Jose Sharks too. I think my dad had told many people here already, is his cousin, former NHLer Tom Laziak's daughter, Jessie, my dad's second cousin, is married to Justin Braun of the Sharks. And when I was going to UMass and stuff, he was one of the guys that I talked to because he's a prior alum of the program as well. Unfortunately, losing to those guys in 7 games, a little bit bittersweet, but it was fun to watch their last series. And then, yeah, so Tom, so far so good on the length there? Is that okay? Then this last weekend, rushing back to Calgary to go to Brooks, Alberta, just to watch my former junior team, the Brooks Bandits, who are hosting the National Junior A Championship. Yes, they of course won it. And then I should mention that my younger brother Taylor also plays for them, and he has a national championship ring, and I don't now, so it's okay. I got the Hobey one. But and then that, Tom, ends the director's cut of my speech, and now I'd really just appreciate reinforcing all my thank yous that I mentioned in my prior speech really quickly. With the few extra weeks I've had since being humbled with this award, I've had a chance to learn a little bit more about the amazing Hobey Baker. Much of it from my parents, who learned even more from reading Tim's great book, Hobey Baker, upon further review. Tim, I'm sorry I haven't had the chance to read this yet. I've been trying to finish my courses up, and so I'll hopefully get to it at some point down the road. The foundation website describes Hobey Baker as having all the attributes of a fabulous athlete: a great physique, fantastic reflexes, instant coordination of hand and eye, iron discipline, and blazing courage. I think my parents and my biggest takeaway is to not even imagine you could be in the same league as Hobey Baker, but unbelievably grateful that I've been recognized to possibly exude some of this talent and career and character. Truly humbling, excuse me. I'm just happy to say we both share five-letter last names with 3 of the same letters, so I guess you could probably say I'm 60% Hobey Baker. No big deal. As I said in Buffalo, thank you so much to all the members of the Hobey Baker Selection Committee for honoring me with this award and allowing me to join a truly incredible roster of winners. I want to reiterate that I will try my best to live up to the character traits and ideals that Hobey Baker stands for, and I proudly look forward to representing this award in years to come. I again want to congratulate all the nominees, the finalists, Adam and Jimmy especially, who are fantastic players and also very deserving of this award. Just congratulating them on their great seasons and so forth, and I look forward to keeping tabs on them as they go through their hopefully long careers. And then, excuse me, in just a few weeks, I've been able to, in a few weeks away from college hockey, this appreciation has only increased for all my teammates. I truly consider this a team award, and I thank them all for making me a better person and a better player. So thank you to them. A round of applause for them, actually. A little more reflection time also adds to my appreciation of the great job the coaches Greg Carvel, Jared DeMichael did, and Ben Barr as well did in challenging me to be my best and bringing out the great group of guys together to have an unbelievable, fun, and successful season. Our team culture you created is simply outstanding, and you've truly transformed our program, so I'm excited to keep tabs on that for sure. I mentioned in Buffalo that it truly takes a village to help one succeed, and there are so many people that truly help me succeed, including all of our team support staff, UMass administration, all of our great social media people who created the hashtag Hobey Needs More Cale campaign, and all of our UMass fans who energize us throughout this season. I will never forget my years at UMass. Thank you to all of them. And finally, and not just because you guys are sitting here, thanks so much to my parents for all your guys' support and guidance in my incredible journey thus far. Through the ups and downs, you guys have always been there for me, and I can't thank you enough for that. So yeah. I hope everyone's having a great evening, and thanks very much for the Hobey Baker Committee and hosting this great event again.